submission as an audio clip for a movie. There was just nothing there.
I'm hoping the video is really compelling.
I started to play. I hope so. There's no video on it. It's just audio. It was terrible. That's The Conjuring 2, which is coming out. Actually, is out right now. And Willie Waffle, the man with the movies, is on the line right now. Good morning, Willie.
And that is one of the few bad things you can say about The Conjuring 2, is that they just don't have a good press team putting out good clips.
Yeah, so that's a good sign, because I got to tell you, The Conjuring, I can't remember movies, to be honest with you, but I do remember I loved this movie, and it was very scary.
Oh, yeah, The Conjuring, for my money, is the best horror movie of the 21st century.
Wow.
It is awesome.
Yeah.
And The Conjuring 2 follows in those footsteps. You know, it's the same director, this James Wan, this guy who's just so good at that slow-burning eeriness, all those little random noises, the use of the dark to kind of manipulate all your emotions, the way you're waiting for something to pop out from any corner at any time.
And it isn't the characters in here, so they're like tied to the Amityville Horror?
Yeah, it's Ed and Lorraine Warren. They were demonologists that kind of fight demons and ghosts and hauntings all over the country and now all over the world. And they're based on real people. I mean, these are basically their stories that we're seeing, and they're played by Vera Farmiga. They're played by Patrick Wilson. And now we've kind of fast forwarded. You know, the first movie was a story that not many people knew. Then they remind us that they did the Amityville Horror, and now they're moving on in 1977 to one of the other most famous haunting cases in all of paranormal history, Enfield, England.
So it seems like you really like this one.
I did. I mean, come on. You know, it's going to scare you out of your underpants. That's what you want. That's what you need from a movie like this. And it's not a bunch of cheap shocks. I mean, it really is about, the atmosphere and getting involved in that movie and, letting it all wash all over you. I think the biggest problem is they're trying to tell two stories. Like, they're trying to tell the story of the haunting, and then they're also trying to tell the story of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Like, oh, their relationship and how much they love each other. And I'm like, I don't care. Just get back to the ghost, man.
What are you giving it?
I'm going 3.5 waffles.
Wow, that's a good one to see. And as I said, I loved the first one, so it's nice to see the sequel is really good. Here's another sequel this weekend, Now You See Me Too, which was loaded with big stars, right?
Oh, yeah, Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, David Franco. They've brought in Lizzie Kaplan to be the fourth in this movie. You got Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman. I mean, my God, even Harry Potter.
Wow. So is this a good sequel?
Yeah, I think it's decent. I think it's okay. The first movie was kind of like that too, where you're really wrapped up more, not so much in the plot, but in watching the illusions and watching the tricks that they're playing on the crowd and on you, the audience. So you get wrapped up in how did they pull that off? Isn't that amazing? And the visual spectacle of it all. There's just no substance. If you're trying to follow the plot, I mean, good luck. It's very twisty and convoluted, and there's double crosses and evil twins and all sorts of crazy things happening. But at least you're having a good time along the way. So maybe 2.5 waffles for Now You See Me Too.
All right, worth seeing. And then the other one is Warcraft. See how well their publicists do on putting out clips. Listen to this.
Dark forces are upon us.
If we do not unite, our world will perish.
This doesn't need to happen. There is one who may help us.
For orcs, there is no other life but war.
Now, I'm just hearing the audio, but to me it sounds like takeoff of Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, they would love you to think that it was Game of Thrones. Instead, it's the Drek of the Drek. It's just so horrible. It's this story of how orcs are being led by this evil sorcerer orc who has created a portal and he's entered the world of humans, and he wants to use the humans to increase his power, but some of the orcs are going to fight back, and the humans are going to fight back, and there's going to be lots of sword fights and fighting, and then you got Paula Patton making green the new sexy as the orc who's kind of bridging the two worlds. Oh, who cares? I mean, seriously, it stinks. It's horrible. It's got horrendous dialogue. It's got third-rate computer graphics. It's got a story that will solve your insomnia issues guaranteed.
And what are you giving it?
0 waffles.
Oh, that's not bad. But listen, you have The Conjuring out there, and Now You See Me. The Conjuring will be a good one on Sunday, where temperatures are going to be only like 65 degrees and a bit cloudy. So might be a good movie day.
When it's that temperature, you get outside. You enjoy that beautiful temperature because it's going to be 90 again, and then we won't be able to go outside.
By next week, it'll be hot all over again. All right, Willie, good stuff. Before you go to the movies, it's wafflemovies.com. And thanks, Willie. We'll talk to you again next week.
All right, talk to you next week.
All right, The Conjuring. That, if I recall, we walked away from that saying, well, it was one of those movies where you kind of felt, well, wow, that could be kind of real.
Too real.
And then you realize you don't believe in any of that crap. Although, Christine, what's going on? Good morning.